I think the role of member development officer is crucial. If local authorities are to improve, it's very challenging times at the moment, and local elected members are at the heart of that. So good support and development is exactly the key to our success as a sector. I think it's also important to hold on to the notion that effective local democracy and good governance, it's everybody's business. It's not just councils or these officers. So I think, today is a really good symbol of joint working. This is our first Northern Member Development Officers event, and we hope it goes from strength to strength.
What's happening on the national level is what always happens, that's to say constant change. Changes in the services we deliver and how we deliver them, changes in the number of partners we have to work with at local level, for example, like local strategic partnerships, changes in policy areas we have to develop, climate change, combating the recession, reducing poverty and health inequalities, all of that in addition to our role as ward members.
We did get a broader national perspective, certainly from Sir Jeremy. It was good to hear some of the history about local government, because personally I've not been in local government for too long, so it was really useful.
Yeah, I would say certainly this speaker has given me a broader national perspective, both historically and also where my council fits in with the picture across local government as a whole.
I believe it has, and in particular listening to Sir Jeremy talk about personalisation of services and it not being about choice but about what we need to deliver.
There's a lot happening regionally. The old structures are disappearing and new collaborative arrangements are taking their place. City regions, leaders boards, where councils have to come together and negotiate what they want for their place. They have to really understand what the needs and aspirations are of the places that they represent so that they can do the best with councils from other areas. They have to tackle difficult issues in the economic recession, climate change, forge new relationships with regional development agencies. And there's some new research that shows that the world-class councils will be those that are not only collaborating at a regional level, but who are working globally with other countries.
I wasn't too surprised at what's happening regionally because I go to the northwest regions, but that's just within the northwest. So this has given me a bigger picture right across the north.
I wouldn't say I was surprised by what's happening regionally, because in the Humber sub-region we've really got a good group, but it was really valuable to hear what's going on in the other sub-regions.
Not surprised, but it's good to see that there's so much confirmation out there that there's so many people working hard to deliver member development and support members to be the best they can be.
The member development function is having to develop and adapt to keep track of the tremendous changes to the roles and responsibilities of elected members. The place-shaping agenda, with the emphasis on community empowerment and engagement, is really changing the way elected members work. They need timely, effective development to help them cope with those changes, and member development officers are the key to providing that support.
I think it's a really exciting time. As an HR professional and member development, it's great to see so many people here enjoying what we do as a job.
Well, I think it's getting more important, it's having a higher profile, and it needs to do that really to meet the challenges ahead.
I think the changes to the member development role are very positive at the moment. I think we're looking to professionalise the role and raise the profile, and it's good to have member support to do that.
I think we're seeing lots of really good examples of collaboration at a local level, so local authorities getting together to share courses and resources, and that's great. But we're also beginning to see examples of organisations working together with local authorities and their members to support them. So things like the Strategic Health Authority supporting health improvements, working with the Learning and Skills Council to improve skills. So I think there's increasingly good groundings of collaboration.
Yes, I will definitely consider. I mean, we're already doing some partnership working with our neighbouring authorities, and I hope to do a lot more of that.
I think partnership working is really positive, and again in the Humber sub-region we do quite a lot of partnership working, but it opened my eyes to some extent that there's other partners that we could be working with.
We already work in partnership, but I believe we need to do more about understanding who our partners are and making sure that they've got a place at the table around the conversations that we want to have.
We worked together by sharing the responsibility. I took responsibility for developing the political side of it and engaging members through the political groups, and the MDO worked with the officer pool and with his colleagues in the wider region to develop the skills needed to provide that work. So we would have member training officers coming in from neighbouring authorities to do PDPs, and we would use external trainers to deliver some of the work and check that out. We also trained our own members up to deliver some of the training, because we found that members often found it easier to relate to other members.
As a new councillor on the East Riding some years ago, there's just so much to learn, so much to take in, and as you gradually sort of get used to the environment you're working in, you recognise the skills that you need, and member to support is absolutely vital to you. It helps you to develop skills that you are really so necessary to you in your life as a councillor, and by doing that you gain confidence, and of course that you're able to build on and really advance your work as a councillor.
It would have been impossible for us to achieve our member training development objectives without the invaluable support and input from our member development officer. They bring something different, they bring a different perspective, they bring their expertise, knowledge, and they bring challenge. And they certainly keep us on our toes. They won't brook any kind of complacency. And we see it very much as a team effort. So the member development officer sits in our member development group, and they will challenge, they will scrutinise, they support us in evaluation. And I have to say, without dedicated member development officer support and time, member development programmes will never ever succeed.
It was great to hear from the members. I think it's very easy to forget who we're talking about all the time we're thinking about member development, and to hear what they want and what they appreciate was really good.
Definitely, it gave us lots of enthusiasm. I mean, some of them are absolutely marvellous, and just that championing role that they have, because we really need that for members to hear from fellow members about how important development is.
Absolutely. It's just confirmation that we're doing the right things and that they're positive about what we're doing. Confirmation again that we're heading in the right direction.